Hey guys, my name is Osman, and in this video I will be going over all you need to know to start Druid tanking at level 15. Druid tanking is probably the hardest class to start tanking with at level 15, because there's a lot of tab targeting going on so you can keep threat on everything. Although you have heals, you will not be using them while you're tanking. Druid tanks rely on rage like warriors, so it may be hard to get going, but we can pull through that. Let's check out what we need. Alright, let's check out gear. For your gear, make sure you wear only leather armor that has agility and stamina on it. Try to aim for both stats, because you will gain dodge along with health. While you're leveling, you're going to want to look for leather gear with the monkey title on it. And always use a two-handed weapon with agility or stamina. At least stamina. You can use two-handed maces, polearms, or staffs. Never use a one-handed weapon. It is terrible for tanking. Demoralizing Roar. Reduces damage caused by all enemies around you by 10% for 30 seconds. Growl. Forces an enemy to attack you for a short period of time and is on an 8-second cooldown. Maul is an attack that is used quite often. If Mangle is used beforehand, its damage is increased. Maul is on a 3-second cooldown. Mangle deals a large amount of damage while increasing the amount of damage that bleeds do by 30% for 1 minute, and is on a 6-second cooldown. Thorns causes damage to anyone that attacks you. It is a good spell to use just before a big AoE pull because Thorns generates threat on everything that it hits. It is on a 45-second cooldown. Entangling Roots is a crowd control spell good for big pulls. Do not use this in combat since it will break your bear form. A lot of times when you're tanking, a DPS will pull for you, and it can get very frustrating. Just taunt the one that they pull, and a few attacks should be enough to keep the enemy's focus on you. When you're tanking, you will have to constantly tab or click to another target to make sure you have enough threat on all the mobs to keep them from attacking other players. Out of all the people that you play with, the healer is the most important to protect. For example, if you have a mob going after a mage and one going after your healer, instantly taunt the one that is going after your healer so he can safely keep you and the others alive during this fight. Once you taunt the mob, hit him once and go after the others just running wildly. It shouldn't be too much to handle if you don't stress out about it. The best way to AoE tank is to cast Thorns on yourself just before you start pulling and gather up a bunch of mobs just by simply running next to them. Thorns should be enough damage to keep threat on you at all times. Once you've gathered all the mobs and Thorns wears off, simply tab target or click to the next ones to ensure that you have enough threat to keep the enemies focused on you. What I like to do when I Druid tank is first use Demoralizing Roar since I'll be taking less damage that way, and then Mangle followed up by Maul if I'm fighting one target. If I'm fighting multiple targets and Thorn is on cooldown, still try to open up with Demoralizing Roar if possible, then Mangle and Maul on a separate target. Just make sure you are spreading out your attacks so you can keep threat on everything, and keep Demoralizing Roar up. Alright guys, that's pretty much all there is to know about Druid tanking at level 15. Just remember, try to keep Demoralizing Roar up so you take less damage, keep bosses facing away from the group so other players don't get hit, pay attention to the ground, stay out of AoE. On single targets, Mangle then Maul for maximum damage. For AoE tanking, cast Thorns on yourself if possible, and tab target to spread your attacks around, and always use a two-handed weapon. Finally, and most importantly, keep your healer safe, because he will keep you alive during these fights. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video guide. There will be more coming in the near future. Osman here. Thanks for watching.